Welcome to this episode of Hampton Roads Business Live. My name is Rory Graham and I'm your host, and today we have with us Fred Ritter from Specialty Coatings. First of all, welcome.
Thank you.
Why don't you give us an overview of what you do, because we talked a little bit before the interview, this interview, and I know that you do a lot of things. So just kind of give us an overview and then we'll talk about some of those things.
Okay, yeah, we do residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, drywall, plastering, carpentry, and wall covering. Probably our mainstay is in the fire and water damage industry, the reconstruction insurance industry, where we go in, say if someone had their home or their business caught on fire or had water damage, we'll go in and put everything back together and so they can move back into their building.
Okay, now you're not a new company to Hampton Roads. You've been around an awful long time, right?
Yes, we've been in business since December of 1989, so a little over 24 years.
Okay, well, that's impressive. Let's go with one of the services. Let's talk about commercial painting. You do a lot of that.
Yes, we do a lot of interior and exterior commercial painting, both going into existing businesses and redoing them, and also doing new construction commercial painting. Matter of fact, we did the Old Navy store over in Janoff Shopping Center years ago when they first opened up.
Do you like doing interior or exterior?
We enjoy doing both. There's usually, in residential interior painting, there's a lot more details, especially in the custom homes as far as the woodwork, where it takes a lot more preparation and time to finish, but we enjoy doing both.
Okay. All right. Now you mentioned that you do wall board and plastering and that type of stuff. Is that more geared to the restoration side of things?
Yes. When we first started, we were mainly a painting company, and we got into doing the fire and water damage reconstruction work, and we got asked to do plaster repairs and drywall repairs and some light carpentry, and so we started performing those services, and that's really where we do the other the plastering, drywall, and carpentry is mainly in the insurance reconstruction work.
So if a customer is interested in getting a quote from you, do they just go to your website and call, and you come out and talk to them, or is it on the phone, or do you have to know how much square foot? How does it work? Let's just say for painting.
Yeah, we get contacted both by phone or by email through our website, which is also on the Better Business Bureau's website. There's a link. And then I schedule the appointment to come out and measure what I need to measure, and it basically goes by wall and ceiling square footage. I can do it by living space in residential work also, but I do need to come out and take a look, because I need to see, like, say on the outside of a house or building, if the paint's peeling and what we're going to need to do.
You've got a lot of prep work that has to be done before you even start painting, right?
Yes, and we also do pressure washing, of course, because it absolutely is necessary to pressure wash before you can paint on the outside of a building to remove dirt and contaminants and peeling paint.
How long does let's say a residential job, how long does a residential job typically take you?
It depends on the size of the job. Like, say if we're doing the whole inside of a house, depending on how many bedrooms it is. But let's say, a 3-bedroom home, it can generally take, about 2 weeks to paint the inside.
Okay, and how about the outside? Is that, I know it would, I guess it would be as far as how big it is.
How
But you got to
big?
pressure wash it, then do you have to wait for it to dry? And
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, we would pressure wash and then give it probably about 2 days if they were sunny days to dry out, and then we would go back and start prepping. And generally, an exterior is going to take a week to a week and a half, but it depends on if you're painting the body of the house and the trim, or just the trim, because a lot of houses are brick and you're just painting the woodwork and
Yeah,
doors and
like
windows.
mine's all brick, so
Right.
wouldn't take very long to do mine. Just the gutters, I think. So you've been in business quite a while. What sets you apart, do you think, from your competition?
I think the one thing that really surprised me when we started was the simple fact of doing what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. From what I've talked to our customers, it seems to separate us from about 80 to 90% of the other contractors out here. Amazingly enough, let's say if you are running 10, 15 minutes late, either to the job or to an estimate, we call and let them know that we're running late. But
Well, that can happen in Hampton Roads easy with the traffic.
yes, it can, especially with all the tunnels and bridges and stuff, all the water we have.
Yeah.
But we just feel that it's so important to treat our customers like we like to be treated.
Now, you offer multiple services, so that comes in handy too, in that they don't have to go to a number of different contractors. They can get a lot done through you, correct?
Correct.
Can you give us an example of that?
Yeah, well, like, we're on several jobs right now, but one of them that we're doing right now was a kitchen fire, and we went in and hung new sheetrock and put new baseboard and door casings in, and primed and painted all the areas that got affected, which a kitchen fire, the smoke spreads out throughout other parts of the house, so you're generally at least painting more than just one room. But that makes it much more easy to me for our customers, because instead of having to contact 3 or 4 different contractors to do each of those trades, it's so much easier to schedule one, go through one company. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a pretty big benefit.
Especially if you're going to show up on time.
Exactly.
That does help, doesn't it?
Yes.
You mentioned that people could contact you, and you have a link on the Better Business Bureau site. So you are a member of the Better Business Bureau, right?
Yes, both the Better Business Bureau and the Hampton Roads Chamber of Commerce.
I see. Okay,
for
good.
years.
All right. And what would you like to, if you could talk to to your future customers, what would you like to tell them?
I would like to let them know that that we like to treat them like we like to be treated. I'm going to go into their home or their business as if it were my own, and that we want to give them the highest quality job possible at a competitive price, and that we're going to show up on time, and we're going to finish the job on time, and that they can count on us for all their needs on the services that we provide.
Okay. Well, is there anything we haven't talked about that you wanted to mention?
I think it's really important for the consumer, when they are making the decision to hire a contractor, that they make sure that they're licensed and insured. Because God forbid someone get hurt in their home or business, and the contractor they're using doesn't have, say, workman's compensation and liability insurance, then the person that gets hurt has no recourse but to sue, like somebody's homeowner's insurance or a business insurance. And it's really, really important to check out the company. I know I do when I hire people to work at my house. I make sure they can provide me with certificates of insurance, because that's very important.
Okay, well, that's good to know. All right. Well, if you are in need of any of the services that we just talked about, commercial or residential, you can give Fred a call at the contact information at the end of this video and at the bottom of this page. And I'm sure that he would be glad to come out and talk to you about giving you an estimate. And he's been around quite a long time, member of the Better Business Bureau, and worth your consideration. So I thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you.
And I wish you a great deal of success.
Thank you.
All right?